Hello guys, welcome to Lucy the Gamer's channel. How are you? We are going to be playing a demo version of this new factory builder slash tower defense, I would say. It's more of a resource management kind of a game. It's called Desynced. Looks promising. This is a demo version, so I played it a bit and we'll just start a new one. You start off with a random map and you can just go with a seed and play. There's just this startup screen, pretty cool. Just click and just pass through. Okay, so this is Desynced. So it's like a base builder. Need to pause this. It's like a base builder, but there's a tower defense element to it. There's resource gathering, obviously. And there's a lot of customizations. You can customize, you can make your own blueprints, you can make your own kind of stuff that you would want to be placed, or you could do it all manually. So it's pretty nice. Let's start with the demo. We have a base, we can deploy it somewhere close to between two resources is always good. But I don't seem to see any crystals here. That is first. I think there's some crystals on this side, but since there's a lot of metal on there, let's go. Insufficient resources. Are you sure you want to deploy? All right, let's take a scout and have a look. No, these should be sufficient. I believe so. Yeah, there we go. Let's move there. Engineers. One engineer can go start digging on that. One can go here. So this game is, look at this. I was telling you, it's modular. Oh, I was like, what's attacking me? It's modular. So there's a scout. You have slots here. There's small slots. There's internal slots. Then there's inventory space. Also, look at this drop pod. You can grab and place your stuff in here. So it has a fabricator right there. It can be a moving place thing where you can, like, this guy could be actually working. So we'll take this and we'll drop this pod on this command center. There it pops up on that. So buildings also have the similar kind of a structure. So there's medium slots, there's small slots, and internal. So you've got some customization going on for this game. And these runners are the basic guys who will pick and drop stuff. Let's see. Let's first slowly manage this deployer. What is this, to be honest? It's a building. Deployer is a building structure, so you have to make these structures at the base. So once I pick this up, I can deploy this anywhere. So since we want to make metal first, let's just have our metal set up right here. We're gonna deploy this basic structure there. So we have this guy over here. Let's make some fabricators. Let's make three fabricators. Let's make 3 fabricators. So these guys will automatically drop in the resources that those are required there. You can also do a whole thing where you can actually make the paths and all that stuff and just get the things manually sorted the way you want them to. So there we go. That's our first base metal bar production. It's dropped there. It's getting the iron ore that it needs, and it's producing metal bars. And since this needs metal bars to produce these fabricators, that scout is just picking and dropping stuff right there. So we can go to the build menu right there. Let's build a couple of these. 1, 3 more of these, since we've built 4 of these fabricators, I think. And it has a small advanced storage. Oh, not on that. I want it on my scout. Where's my scout? There it is. Let's drop it on that. So this one has a turret on top now. Never used that. Alright, we'll just have a look at the game, how the game is. So there's a fabricator. You can, as soon as this completes, you can request for the fabricators and it'll be on its way. So there's a small timing center, the amount that shows you what the speed of this bar production is. 15 per minute. That is 4 seconds per bar. That is how it works, I think. Quite the interesting stuff. Look at that beep 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 beep. So these engineers are right now with the laser mining tool. Where's the other crystal guy? It's right there. Okay, let's build up a storage for the crystal over here and build a storage for iron ore here. So there we go. So once this is complete, you can do request and click on this. These guys, anyone who is available, would bring that stuff right there. So what we can do is you can place this visual thing here. Production over here, we can select iron slabs and go on with it. All right, the second one is also complete. Let's place this. This visual is just a reference. It was confusing for me in the start, but it's just a reference for us. Like you can see the metal bars right there on it. So if you just remove that, there it goes away. So it's just a reference so that you remember what that building is doing. You don't have to like zoom in and watch or click or watch. So that's how that thing is. So we've got our fabricators on this. Unlimited productions. Let's see. Now once this is completed, we're gonna place all the ore there, and that ore can be picked up by our runners and dropped on these fabricators. All right, what else do we have? We have more fabricators. That is a bit extra. Let's see what the fabricators can do. They can make metal plates, so we'll need some for metal plates as well. How about we do that? So look at it. This storage is ready. The easiest way I did was recurring this and get this bar to full. Now all of these iron ore resources will be dropped here, and from there they'll be fetched and dropped into these fabricators right here. So let's build more buildings. Let's move it on this side now. Metal plating, 2 of these. And let's do the crystal in this point. Single request. No, it's an ongoing request for this. There we go. I don't know if this is the right method to do it, but it's working for me. Look at that now. Now the miner is just staying there, and these runners are constantly getting stuff back into the storage. And this guy over here, why are you not here, stupid guy? You're not the delivery guy. The scout can be the delivery guy. Okay, we'll make some more runners. 3 more. So we have to have let's get this out and request fabricator, request another one right there. So now we have 2 more fabricators on this. We can start producing plates. And we will make another storage. So this is pretty nice. You just press C on the building that you selected. You press V and you can paste it. It's like copy pasting anywhere, any building you want to copy. This is good. So now we've got our basic production going on. We're gathering resources, we're refining them into metal bars, and we're making into plates. Plates can be used for construction. So basic stuff going on. Let's I actually needed a fabricator to build up one of those assemblers right there. Let me get this one building an assembler. It has an empty slot, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it can. There we go. We got our assembler. Let's take that assembler and place it there. So it says build a uplink so that we can start research. That's where the assembler was required. It's gonna be building up that uplink. We got some crystals circuitry right there. This grid is the amount of area where you can build. You can extend that with these certain buildings that come later on with research. We got a medium slot. And this uplink, sorry about the yawning, I'm tired. Okay, and this uplink takes up a medium slot and it will start the research program for us. This is the research place. So we have to unlock first, starter tech. That's when we can start researching. It's waiting for its resources. Missing production ingredient circuit board. So I think it's just keep kind of waiting. I'll have to manually grab these. So this is a bit confusing in this game. At times these things keep working on their own when you place them close to the building, but the buildings outside don't work. I think it's this Wi-Fi button that does that job. So let's, oh no, let me ask this guy. He's constantly moving towards the mine. All right, that is done. That is complete now. Let's place these metal bars somewhere here. There we go. I think this one is complete. Let's place the circuits in there. Okay, all good, all good. So we got this. Let's place this here. Research begins. That's our first basic structures. It'll allow us to build a more reinforced plates and a bigger structure. So let's start with that. Then basic power. Unlocks power production and storage components that contribute to your logistics. Crystal power, light, RGB light, portable field. So this is the power field that expands the area where we can actually build. Sorry. All right, there we go. That is done. What else do we need now? We need storage for these plates, right? Why do they all have the resources in there? Active requests. Okay, this is pretty confusing. I have this block right here, so I put the request for that, but it's working on all of the places. Wait, let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel it on here too. So, single request, recurring request. No, we don't want any request here. We just want to place metal plates here. That is what the storage was for. That would be full request for this over here. And for this, we just want iron ore. We got the research going on. There we go. It got sorted. It's pretty tricky to sort this. I don't know why. And when you press store, it just starts storing everything in that storage building. So it just connects the storage to that. I think now it's sorted. This is going to have plates. There we go. So these plates should be going there already. These plates should be going there already. There we go. I think now it worked. Now there's a recurring quest there. Request. There we go. There we go. So it works this way. If someone knows a better idea, do let me know. So at the expense of inventory space, you get 2 of these. We can place this for the power plant right there. And let's see what we can build. This is a miner power crystal power. Let's make 2 of these. Request item. Crystal power 2. There we go. See? And it has 2 slots for crystals. Now it's gonna it's gonna be producing power for us. So we got our power setup done. The next step is let's make more storage there. There. So this storage will be only for circuit boards. This one will have that. And we need one more storage for reinforced plates. Storage for reinforced plates. These are plates. We're gonna place one right there for reinforced plates. And now we can go for a building that is one medium, one small, one. I think one medium, one small would be nice. Let's place it here. And I think we can go for more small ones. No, we don't need a small one. So what does this build? So we have runners, 3 more runners. Let's make those. And circuit board and reinforced plate can be done there. All right, there we go. So this one needs an assembler. Build one assembler, and it has a small slot. What can we do for the small slot there? You could build a scout scanner, portable field. Let's have a light. I haven't used that. Let me build a light. Let's see how it looks. That's pretty cool. We have a light there. So this one is for circuits, unlimited circuits. This will keep building circuits. And now we built one more of these. That's going to be building plates. Let's place it right there. Reinforced plates. Let's see if this one is for reinforced plates up to this. There we go. I think our storages are set. Our resource collection has begun. It's going decent. Research. It stopped. Basic signals set research. Let's get this. Millipulse capacitor, small battery, solar cell, portable shield generator, solar cell. Let's get solar power there, and then these robotics. All right, now we got this one here. We have to build an assembler. Okay, we got our research complete. Assembler, let's request for that assembler to be placed on top. There we go. Now, since this is here, we need to be building reinforced plates. They require metal plate and that. Okay, good enough. So I do believe there's the controls are a bit tricky in this game, but the overall maybe I think you just need to get used to it. But once you're used to it, this will be pretty nice. The game it feels pretty nice, like it's a good strategy game kind of feels. It's got resources and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's more resources and more stuff to look at that. Laterite ore. So there's all kinds of different resources as well. There's more crystal here, or crystal chunk. Crystal chunks, that is a lot. Metal ore. We need silica too. Yeah, I think we need silica. Kind of just remembered. So we gotta find that later on. Alright, we got our crystal production. Oh, circuit production. That is like a lot of them there. And we've got everything building up. Let's go research more. Where is our research right now? So it's here, right there. 2 steps out of 10. Do we have solar cells now? Let's have an empty building right next to this. And let's have these flat ones. A couple of these, 4 of these over here. So it's taking its sweet time. Okay, let's see. We need a couple of these. Get 4 of these for expansion. Let's see what else options do we have. Oop, my bad. Turrets, not right now. Deconstructors, small miners, portable radar, scout radar, short range detection of resources, portable radar, short range. Must be made. All conditions must be made. I don't know. Signpost, text instead of a visual register. Okay. Sign reader, signal reader, allowing readers. Okay, these are different, deeper products I should be aware of. Alright, we'll have to look at them later. So we got a small slot on this one. We can have a fabricator right there, but do we need it? I don't think we need it right now. We could use it for foundation plating. Yeah, we could use it for foundation plating. But I think we do need, what we need is a miner. No, we need is runners. More runners. 6 runners. So this production improves faster. And we could take the scout guy. Let's take this guy out for a run. The scattered skill silica can be picked, but that's not enough, right? So you have to explorable. Okay, there's something to be investigated right there. So you can investigate stuff. View console. You gotta be able to unlock this with the puzzle solving. That is pretty tight, but you gotta know what to do. I think we do need something here required. Research required. Okay, yeah, you can actually finish this, There's a way to do it. Try selecting all corner pieces first, then center pieces. Even if more corner pieces appear while doing so, do this a couple of times. It's tricky. We gotta learn this. I have no freaking idea how this works. Oh, no idea. Anyways, let's leave that alone. Look at that. Silica sand. That tree gives silica sand. Or is it somewhere behind that tree? I don't mind silica sand. Yeah, it does give silica sand. But or so you can explore around. There's whole map. This one is a small one, I'm sure. Now look at that. Isn't that interesting? We found something right there. Right clickable, explorable. Access granted, take all. We found some wires and stuff. So there's stuff you can actually grab on the map as well. That is pretty nice. Lootable stuff. There's a lot of this laterite ore, but I don't find any silica here. That would be troubling. Anyways, let's get this guy back to the base. Let's see. We got this building right here. What are these scouts doing there? They should be going here. And so when you press them individually, this is not transport route. Carry items from go to sources to the storage targets. Okay, that you can dedicate a route to it. So we got this assembler. Now it can make this robotic arm. Let's get this made. And what else do we have? Pulse attack, small battery, solar cells. So we're gonna make one of these, and then we're gonna make some solar cells. What does this have? It only has one medium slot. That is it. Okay, I thought it had more. So that could have some other kind of production going on. I will place that robotic arm on that. There we go. Ruined structures. Fine. We'll look at that later. Where is this? We need circuit. Oh, fabricator is required. So I think we'll need to build a fabricator first. Once that is complete, we'll go for the robotic arm. What is happening? It's waiting for the resources. I think it's waiting for the resource. Meanwhile, let's place this building. We got 4 of those. This is metal ore. Where is our scout? I think we should keep our scout at control 1. Control group 1. Yeah, I think that would be useful. So we got this guy here. He could drop in the sand right there, and these wires right there, and also these there. And let's take him out for a spin. We need to find silica on this map. It works automatically. I think I was trying to figure out how would I make it work. I love games which have like auto explore buttons now these days. That is quite useful. Look at this, more interesting stuff. So you gotta. That is quite something. Look at that, it changes everything. Yeah, that's how it should be. Impressed by the details of this game. That should be working like that. That's pretty nice. I actually did something there. This guy is left, and this one. This one is still connected. This one is left. So there's one piece left. Oh, it reset. That is not cool. All lines need to be connected to the source nodes, rotate any other. Okay. Anyways, we got the idea of how that is done. That is interesting to be having this kind of stuff in this game. I love it. Let's explore this side. And what is wrong here? It's got the fabricator now. The robotic arm. There we go. Once that is built, it's gonna be set. So we got this over here. Wait for what we have to do there. We got this now. There we go. Let's have a look. Energized plates and worker dashboard. Faster upgrade worker bot. Okay, let's have a couple of these. 5 of these dashboards. Rally point. What? I thought it was a rally point. Rally point. No. Rally point. Anyways, where's my dashboards? Runners. That's all runners. These guys need to be sticking next to this. So I gotta figure out how to make these paths where these bots like actually follow the routes and stuff. Anyways, we've got that done. We got this done. Let's set behaviors, and for this it's that. And these are the requirements of the research. So you do require some certain amount of resources for the research. Now, for the further research, we need silicon and energized plates. On this side, we need energized plates and crystal chunks. So we can actually get these researches done unless, and we will need to find silicon for that research to be done. So it's gonna take us some time. So let's add something to these two to the queue. So let's add these to the queue, and we'll look at that the last one in later. So what's missing on these guys? Energized plates. All right, I guess. My bad. Oop. My bad. So we're gonna be setting this to energized plates. It requires crystals and plates. That's gonna be working. Let's copy this, paste this. We need this to be placed right here next to it. So it's going to be building energized plates right there. And that can be stored right there. There's a couple of questions in my mind that come. First off, we need iron at some places for something to be produced. So if we like set a chain for further production, it becomes into metal plates. Metal plates can become into energized plates or something like that. So the resources, there's games with these resource management where you can actually set a certain amount of backup that you leave behind, so that it's available when you want to produce something with those materials. So I don't know if this game has that kind of control over stuff, but it is a bit tricky. It's hard to like actually get used to how you manage these, especially these trade routes, not the trade routes, like these logistical routes. So it's a pretty tricky thing, but overall I would say this game is pretty interesting. It's like I like it. The graphics are good. It's production based. You got tower defense elements in it, which will come on later on. This is a demo version. I don't think they have it in this because I'm far out here. Oh, it's running out of energy. So these guys lose health if they're out of the grid. They start losing energy. Look at that. No power grid, not in power grid. So they start losing energy, and then they eventually probably die out because the health was dropping right there. So we're going to be back in here, and it started restoring. Nice. Now I get this. So there's some stuff here. There's random silica. Oh, there we found it finally. These deposits are still decent enough to get to. So once a scout is ready, we'll ask him to go and search more. But we could actually just pick these up. Look at this. You can deconstruct, duplicate, relocate, set integrated behavior, create new behavior. So there's a lot of stuff in this game. There's a lot of stuff. You can equip, check attitude, value battle, check battery. I don't know, it's just too much. You can set programs and do stuff which is interesting, but at the same time there should be a tutorial or something for it. It's a bit tricky. Let's not get into that. Let's just keep things simple. So yeah, I was about to do this. Relocate on this edge. Once this is relocated here, we'll put up this antenna signal small power field. It'll take us outwards. Request item, small power field. There we go. Once that is there, we can relocate. Get this one right there. We'll have to wing out to the silicon deposit. I don't know how many we will need. Maybe we might need 6 or 7. Well, let's just begin. for a start, let's just take these forward. So why not copy this and paste this? This will automatically set whatever the building had on it, and if the resources are there, it's just gonna go and build it. Nice, right? That's a long way. If 1, 2, 3 got us here, 4 will get us here. So there's gonna be 10 more required probably. Alright, let's since it is free, it can keep on building these. 10 of these. There we go. And what's the hold up here? See, so the iron is, this is full, and these guys aren't dropping stuff, raw materials here for this to like properly function. Oh, this one has to build this. Or maybe they're just showing because there's resources in there and it requires one resource to build one and they're sufficient, so it's not necessary to fill it up. Maybe it's working in that way. I don't know. But anyways, let's once these are done, we have to build ourselves a, what do you call?
Breadcrumbs पड़े?
All right, so we've got more technology unlocked. We're done with almost everything except for the center one, which we actually require to win this match, the robotics data cube. So let's get some of the, oh, the inventory over here is full now. Pretty much efficient. They're doing their job. But that guy just brought one metal piece. Why are they bringing one metal piece at a time? Yeah, that's how they should be going. There's one again. It's just at times there's stuff confusing in this game. Like, why are they bringing one metal piece at a time? That is not necessary. These guys have a capacity to pick up more than one, I'm sure. Or do they not? Anyways. These energized plates are enough. Now we can have a dashboard. Get 2, 3, 4 dashboards. Let's get dashboards and then we'll start making the energized plates again. Nice. We got a dashboard right there. 2 inventory spaces. I don't know what he does. Let's just make 2 of them. That should be enough. There we go. Back to metal plates. Energized metal plates. Dashboard, and dashboard. I think these are more like miners. So powder, no idea what that does. And let's stop here. Let's get some solar power. 4 of these. We've got structures right there to place those. And this one is complete. Still a long way to get there. These are just static, standing there. They have no issues, no working motivation like pick and drop services. So that's something different. Let's get this. We have these. I think once these get out, then it's going to work out. So we need what is this story? God. Edit. No, cancel. So I wanted to set this to have request items. Full request energized plates only. Where are the energized plates? There. And full of these. That's the only stuff I want here. So this whole crystal thing has to get out. It's still bringing in that stuff. So these are some things. Show orders. Cancel order. See, this is not required. Orders, show only orders. How do we add orders? Energized plates. Where's the energized plates? So, stored here. Could not set that. So there's a couple of things that like I need to have a new behavior set. Modify behavior. Storage. Let's see how it works. And equip. Mount items and slots. So there is a lot of stuff that is just confusing for me. I'm not gonna get into that. While this is happening, we just want some storage items in there. No, we do not want to program start now. We just want remove integrated behavior. And building, we just want to store stuff that is energized plates to the max. So they're coming in, the crystals may be slowly moving out, so we'll wait for that. We got this first one built, the solar panel. Request more solar panel. Request the fourth one as well. Now the power production thing is going on. There's one more being built. It's almost done. And we are almost reaching that spot of silicon. We might reach that. Should be possible. Let's see. Awesome. We got solar power generating. 50 power each. Let's see. Power cells, solar power. These are batteries and integrated capacitors, and some crystal cell is consuming. So I don't know. This should be supplying 150 power. It's actually consuming. No idea. Anyways, what else do we have now? So we have a building, two medium slots. Let's place one here just for the sake of looking at these structures, and one medium, one small. Foundations, last copied, beacon. Eh? What beacon is this? This is something new. What does this beacon do? Build. Other construction beacon. We'll just place it somewhere. It can be placed on the ground, apparently. Let's see. Let's place it right here. We got two slots for more production of buildings on this one, medium production. And what do we have? We have wind turbines. Those are medium slots. We got power field. Expands your logistic transport. Okay. Medium capacitor with a greater storage amount. Pulse lasers. Uplink. Repair component. Nice, interesting. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Advanced monitoring, maybe RGB lighting. RGB lighting. Shared storage. Excess items. That is portable transporter enables automatic transfer directly between adjacent units and buildings. Shield generator. Portable stuff, scout, repair kit, behavior controller, signpost, signal reader. So there's a lot of customization that you can do to your buildings and your. Where is this now? Beacon kit. I think this thing requires a beacon kit. It requires a beacon kit. Let's make that for now. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can build. We can try out by making some of the stuff and having a look what it is. Let's set this research on this guy. The beacon kit is complete. Look, the beacon is on now. Whatever it's doing, we have no idea. What does the beacon do? No idea. Okay, so that is done. We don't want them to produce it infinitely. Stop already. Capacitor. Let's build one of this. Their storage. We'll see what that is. Then we can have a look at portable transporter. Let's have a look at that. What's wrong with the production there? I think we could make more of these. Let's get these made. More plates. What else is there? Sky radar, portable radar, portable shield generator. Let's get this shield generator made. Shield generator requires silica as well. So what does this beacon do? Probably some communication thingy. Let's just because it is there and we can build it. Let's have a beacon right here. One. 2, 3. Let's have these here. Since we have 3, 1, 2, 3 in the inventory, let's build them. So yeah, we were checking out stuff. Wind turbines. We can build 2 more wind turbines. 2 wind turbines. Let's have a look at that. And then after that, we need wires for that. What do we need? This robotic arm does wire building? No. We need some production kind of a stuff that does the wires. It's not this assembler either. How do we build wires then? Technically, I don't have anything to build wires with, but I found them somewhere. Maybe it's still gonna work out. We only have 3 wires. They require 5. Hold on. Let's see the research thing. Oh, we need gateway. We need silica first. The answer to our question is silica. So we have to get there first. And what is this? It also requires wires to extend a long, higher range. So let's just relax now. What's taking these guys long? Fabricators. 1, 2, 3, 4 fabricators. Item transporter, integrated component, short range. Beacon transports items? I don't know. This thing can transport items 1 block. I have no idea. Probably you place them between 2 structures and it just transports items from one spot to the other. Probably that's how it works. Okay, let's see where we've reached with silicon. Almost there. Do we even have more of those rods? We have 1 more. 1 is going on the way. Okay, 2 more. We've got stuff. 2 more and we'll be there. I think that should be good enough. Look at that, trees even move with the robots. Passing through. That was one adventure. We can make these into miners. We can take these to that point. Let's build a miner. We don't have a laser miner, right? One. Get 2 of these. Let's make those on that. Okay, what do we have? An option for internal components. So this can extend range. This has a portable power field. Shared storage, portable transporter, portable shield, portable radar, scouter, check. Okay, behavior controller. Yeah, we gotta try the behavior controller. One of that. Portable transport. So this can be placed on a building. It just went into the inventory. Oh yeah, it can be placed on the building. So see, now it can do the inventory without using any of these robots. We gotta place these, a lot of these here. Portable transporter, let's get 6 of these. So basically we can move these, relocate. Right here, and this one relocate right here. Portable thing right there. It's under production. Oh, we got 1 wind turbine. Why not place it right there? Let's have a look. Look at that, pretty cool. We got wind production. So this is working nice now. I believe we need a miner now. So we got a mining gun, 2 mining guns. Let's make another one. Let's drop that idea. Let's make another mining gun. There we go. That one is, we can place this to go there, and the other dashboards can go for the silicon mining. We needed this power grid so that the bots would have enough energy to get this mining done. Otherwise they would drain out of energy, like we saw the scout. It's something I'm doing. I don't know if that was correct or not, but it's an experience. Warning, taking damage. Where? Who is taking damage? Oh, finally. They got attacked by something. Look, look, we got attacked. Finally we got attacked. And these creeps. Trilobite. That's how it happened. Resume construction. So we do have some animals here. First encounter. So that not that impressed by the combat kind of visuals and all that, even though everything is an ultra and all that, but okay. It was okay. It's more of a production game then. So they're gonna be rebuilding all of this stuff. Pause. No, resume construction. So we got this. We lost both our miners. So where's the spare one? Dashbot. Let's take this dashbot. And we'll ask this guy to actually go and farm the silicone. No, dashbot is under attack again. One scout. Where's my scout? Scout is coming. Look at that. There's the big ones. We got our scout attacking these guys. Did it kill all of them? Yeah, it did. So that's the hide. We gotta bring in our scout here quickly. No. Move in. Let's get this out. Take this out quickly. Let's make him destroy these. So the combat is quite basic. Oh no, the scout is stuck. It's gonna die. We do need a small army for that. Oh no. Scale worm. That is quite armored guy there. Let's see if it's cleared. If not, we're gonna lose it. It can damage it. Alright, that is interesting. Let's go and get this dashbot to mine this silica meanwhile. Oh, we still have the dashbots. Those birds. What is this? That is the base. Damaged base. We got 2 dashbots. They can go take the silica out. There we go. We got a big one coming in. Let's not lose the scout. Oh no, we lost the scout. So we can build these worker drones, 3 worker drones, and get some turrets on them. Advanced turret. Let's have this behavior controller installed. Oh, this guy doesn't have any slots like those. Oh, where's that? Where did you drop? Behavior controller. Okay, there it is. Select behaviors. So you can actually create behaviors and then plant them with that. That's how they work. Anyways, we are looking for our so we gotta make these 3. First, these crystals. There's a chain for every production, so you gotta know what you gotta build, and then you follow the chain. So, steps of production, like all the games of production, the factory builders out there, it's a similar thing. Where's our guys?
Green curry. Red. Red.
So that's where the repair and all that stuff is also required. Repair the mothership. So we need to collect data cube products. And let's see. Let's go in. Let's try to farm some silicon. So while you kill these guys, you get some stuff out here. There's some shells or something. Three turrets work wonders. Bug hole. I think these guys are sufficient enough. Crystal lasers. So we got these. Silica chittens. So we got to see some combat in this game. It's quite basic. Power flower. What is that now? Anyways, we gotta get back into the base. They're running out of energy. Resume. Resume. And resume. We just need to make those silicon rods. Where are they? Is this where they'll be produced now? What? These assemblers produce them? Yeah, these assemblers produce them. Power flower. Probably my scout would have done something with it. You have lost a building. We've lost a lot of buildings now. We can avoid construction. We don't need that. We kind of place these beacons in stupid spots. We could actually just relocate those. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this episode over here. This is just a demo. I just want to show you guys how the game was. So, yeah, when you get silica, you're gonna process it into those silicon rods, and then you're gonna get more research out, and eventually we'll get the data tubes. So, what the thing is impressive about this is look at that. There's a lot of research, alien research, light discovery, virus discovery. So there's some stuff in there that this game looks pretty promising. I would say this game is not for everyone. It's a bit confusing. It's not that easy. There's the tutorial is there, but I think there's something wrong. There's a little piece missing that I am not getting to. Anyways, if anyone knows what they saw that I missed out on, do drop in the comments. I would love to know. And maybe one day I might even purchase this game if it turns out really good on release. I'm sorry about the yawning. All right. This is also multiplayer, by the way. There's look at that. You can host your server and you can go multiplayer on this. So thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Take care. Bye bye.